Holodeck by August session, relationships between objects. So I said there should be no difference between if a file object has a data payload or not. So you can have like a media file, like payload is the actual audio, like the actual song, and metadata here, and you can actually make like right click new object, no payload, and just put metadata there. Okay, so I now have multiple audio tracks and they belong to an album. Now you can have in there, or they're made by one artist. So let's take Hooverphonic. So you have like several tracks, artist Hooverphonic. It's written in there, Hooverphonic, 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 in all tracks individually. Great, so we have it with the object. And now I said, well, you can add as many tags as you like, even for the same name purpose. You have artist name Hooverphonic and artist reference to another object. And that object is without payload, artist Hooverphonic. You can describe whatever you want to, and now you'd have name and a reference option. And well, yeah, an album would also be a metadata object with no payload that says album so and so. Oh yeah, and it refers to creator Hooverphonic. And these tracks refer to album by name and by reference if you want to here. So basically what I'm doing is you have your what your music application or whatever database or cataloging application currently does in their own way, in their own database, bring this down to the file system level. If you argue that this is wasteful and you have duplicate data and so on, more on that later. But for now, imagine that this is now, you can do this not just with music, but with any, literally any file format. It doesn't matter anymore. You can take a construction plan in G code and have creator and then refer to this, to the creator object. And that creator could also be like a musician, so you could actually refer the music to the same creator object. And if your data has grown over time, you could actually copy, paste your objects of whatever file formats, music, image, video, document. I could like literally any file format, any data that you're dealing with, and you've described them well. You copy them over. I like to take the example of a flash card, SD card, or a USB stick because they're like quite plain and very popular for low barrier consumer to professional data exchange. So yeah, you copy paste your objects onto an SD card, and I would receive these objects, or you receive mine, and all this level of description is still there. Even the relationships. And all you would need to see this or use this information, like to go like, hey, show me all the tracks by that artist. It would be done on a file manager level. You could use an audio application for that, yet the audio application would not even have to bother which audio formats, MP3, MP4, OGG, anything, WAV. You could even describe WAV files now. No more broadcast WAV file header necessary, you just put that on an object level. And the application would just be like, yeah, I don't care, I just asked the file system, it's just plain and it's there. So yeah, I would be repeating myself now. So think about that. You would move relationship descriptions on the file system level and just have them there.